The normal mouth, with its nice white teeth and pink gums, becomes vulnerable when food particles and bacteria start forming a film called plaque. If plaque isn't brushed away, it leads to calculus or tartar, a hardening or calcification of the bacteria. Tartar travels under the gum and leads to gingivitis, causing bleeding, swelling, and mouth odor. In the periodontitis stage, the supporting tooth structure, including bone, gingiva, and ligament, are destroyed. Without this structure, the pet is in pain and in danger of tooth loss. This can cause health problems throughout the entire body. At this stage, your veterinarian needs to start extracting teeth. What's more, the bacteria and toxins that have been circulating throughout the pet's body now have the potential of damaging the heart, liver, and kidneys. Serious infection and illness are likely if the pet's oral health is not properly addressed. You can help your pet avoid this fate by providing daily home care and a professional cleaning twice a year.
So here we are having a look at a dog eating a dental treat. There are many dental treats on the market, and most of them are pretty good. Some have questionable ingredients. This is Whimsy's that you're looking at right now. They're a decent dental treat. But if you look closely, all the chewing is done with their back teeth. So from a cleaning standpoint, they are going to have teeth cleaned in the back, but the front teeth of these dogs will get zero benefit. That's right, nothing at all will be helped on the front teeth. So all dental treats on the market fall short in this area. Doesn't matter what brand they are, because all the chewing is done in the back. Dogs also have a favorite side they chew on. So what happens there is their favorite side will be clean, and their least favorite side typically 30 to 40% dirty. Because here's another dog eating some meat and a bone here, which I don't advise eating bones, and another dog eating another dental treat. Again, all the chewing in the back, front teeth get absolutely nothing. So billions of dollars are spent on dental treats that do absolutely nothing for the front teeth and do not address the other problem that dogs have a favorite side they chew on, and that favorite side being the cleanest and the least favorite side being about 40% dirtier, which is a terrible outcome in my opinion. So we have a solution.
Time is of the essence. We don't want him under anesthesia for a long period of time with his heart condition because his life depends on it.
First, Nurse Jenna removes years of built-up tartar from Toby's teeth.
All right.
Then Arvid gets to work extracting those teeth that are too far gone to be saved.
And you can see there's pus and debris that's coming out of the sockets there. And you can imagine swallowing this bacteria, inhaling this bacteria. You can see how. So as I'm doing Toby's teeth, I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is probably one of the worst cases of dental disease that I've seen. Both canine teeth have created oral nasal fistulas in the mouth, causing a hole through the oral cavity into the nasal sinus that can be very problematic.
Here we have a dog with a really severely fractured molar. This happens when you give your dogs bones. People think dogs should eat bones, but they actually don't. They often will break their molars. It's designed to eat meat, not bones. This is the revolutionary dog and cat teeth cleaning system with the dental treat is isolated. This one makes them use their left side, and the other treat makes them use their right side, because we want the dog to eat both sides equally so that the teeth are as clean on the left and right side. Now, as I mentioned earlier, front teeth get no benefit with conventional dental treats. We've isolated the dental treat inside the bowl. The dog has to use his front teeth in order to get to the treat, so it will break it up using its incisors. That's the first time anyone has figured this out, and no one has done anything as far as right side and left side. The bowl is next to the wall, so that doesn't allow the dog to turn its head around and come at the side dental treats. It cannot come at it from a different angle. It can only use the side intended. So in this side, it would be using its left side of its mouth because it can't turn its head around because it's too close. Now we have a dog using a dental treat. Now I had to just tie this dental treat down because we don't have the real thing in place at the moment. You can see here the dog's front teeth are very aggressively having a great time just tearing away at the treat. He's never used his teeth to eat a treat before, so he's actually having quite a fun time of it. You can see he's really enjoying himself. There's a lot of mental stimulation. Now we have a French Bulldog, obviously a slightly different bone structure and facial structure, but again, engaging the front teeth quite beautifully. The dogs, and they're having a good time. All the dogs we tried, I've also have this plate out in the open because if the dental treat is inside the bowl, I can't video it very well. So I actually mounted these plates on a board just for an investor standpoint. You can see a little bit clearly what's actually happening with the dog's teeth. These plates with the dental treat and later on I'll show you the plate with the rubber brushes, they will be inside the bowl, but just for video's sake I had to put them on a board just so you can actually watch the dogs engaging. It's a lot more interesting that way. You can see how they use their front teeth quite effectively to tear up a dental treat, regardless of the breed of dog. And this is the first time these dogs have ever been exposed to this. So even from the get-go, they get right down to business from the very beginning. There's a lot of enjoyment for the dog as well. You can see they're very eager to eat the dental treat. Now, normally that dental treat would be given to the dog and he'd just be using his back teeth, but because it's isolated and fixed against the plate, it can only use its front teeth. Now we have dental treats with little holes in this the rubber brushes, and we've pushed the dental treats inside. That way the dog has to go retrieve them. In doing that, the dog is engaging the rubber brushes and essentially brushing its own teeth, which is absolutely fantastic. We'll have another breed here, another dog. And again, this is the first time these dogs have ever been exposed to this. So they pretty much figured it out pretty quickly. You can watch the teeth are actually brushing against the brushes. Takes a few goes, but the longer they're at it, actually the better. It just means they get more engagement on the brushes. Yeah, they're having a great time. And mental stimulation, I think a lot of dogs get bored. In the wild, they're searching, they're looking, they're finding things to eat. With a domestic dog, we put their food in a bowl and they just scoop the food up very quickly, which is no engagement with their front teeth and their back teeth. That's why we have a chronic problem with dental disease in domestic dogs. The numbers are this. Domestic dogs, by the time they're 3.5, 80% of domestic dogs worldwide have periodontal disease. Now, when you compare that to wild populations, you only have less than 2% for the dog's entire lifespan ever have periodontal disease with wild dogs. That's because they engage those front teeth, unlike our domestic dogs, because they have to hunt. They have to catch an animal, and when they catch the animal, they have to, dismember the animal and tear it open and eat the meat, and they tear the meat away from the bone. It's kind of a fallacy. People think wild dogs eat bones. They actually don't. That's why you see a deer carcass after a pack of wolves have killed the deer. They don't eat the bones. They just eat the meat. They'll chew against the bone to remove the meat from the bone, but they won't actually eat the bone. And here's now, we're doing left side and right side equally. So the dental treat is faced on the left side, which means the dog is going to use its right side of its mouth to chew the dental treat. The bowl is stuck to the ground with nanotape, which doesn't harm any floor surfaces. So that way it's very well secured to the floor, and the wall acts like an interference so the dog can't turn around and use the other side of its mouth. No matter which dog you give it to, outcome is always the same. I've road tested this quite a bit. I couldn't put all the footage. It would just take hours. So I just got some select pieces just to give you some idea that the dogs will chew on the side that we ask them to chew. And this side again being its right side with the treat on the left. Now the treat on the right side will do the opposite. When you'll see them in a little bit, we'll get a dog to do the other side. Here's another dog with a dental treat. And this dog's going to try and pull the treat out. Watch what it does. It'll tug, quite strong pull. That bowl isn't moving at all. It's just staying put. I was surprised, actually. I wasn't sure if it could hold up to that, but it did hold up very well. Here's another dog here. Again, left side treat, right side of the mouth. It works no matter what size dog, what breed. Every single study we've done, we had the same outcome. You'll see some dogs who don't want to use that side try to manipulate their head to use the side I don't want them to use, but they find it's too hard and they just give up. And then they just resign themselves to using the side we want. We want both sides cleaned equally. You'd be surprised how many dogs I work on when I'm doing dental cleaning. I'll see one side looks quite good. I'm thinking, why am I even cleaning this dog's teeth? Because they're actually pretty good. Come to find out, that's the side they use the most. And the other side, I said on average 40% dirtier. I see some dogs, it's 90% dirtier. They're essentially not using one side of their mouth at all. Now here we have the Frenchie again. He's a bit of a slower eater. But again, the treat on the left side of the bowl, they engage with the right side of their mouth. And we're going to see shortly the dogs doing the exact opposite. They'll be using the right side treat, using the left side of the mouth in just a little bit. This little girl, yeah, she's cute. She definitely likes her treats. She's never missed a meal by the looks of her. And look, she's just tearing right into it. Yeah, there's no way she could use the other side of her mouth because it's just too close to the wall. And now we have a little Sheltie who we saw earlier. We got the treat on the right side and the dog is chewing on its left side of its back teeth. Like I said, it works every single time consistently. One thing I have an advantage over every dental treat on the planet, if you buy a dental treat, no matter which brand you get, essentially you're going to have the same outcome. Okay? Back teeth cleaning only. Both sides won't be cleaned equally and it gives you nothing for front teeth. Once someone uses this product, they're sort of motivated to stick with it, because if they use another product, they're going to lose the benefits. But with normal dental treats, if they use another product, their outcome's going to be the same because they don't offer what we offer. I'm the first person to offer both sides cleaned equally and front teeth cleaning. So the whole idea with a business that grows, it's retention. You hold on to the client long term. And the bowl isn't where the money's to be made. I have actually got patents on the shape. When we finally get this out to market, I've actually patented the shape of the dental treat. I have a specific shape I want it made out of or on, and that shape will be, the bowl can only receive that shape. So if someone gets another dental treat and tries to put it in my dental cleaning system, it won't work. It's like having a coffee pod in an espresso. You buy the Nespresso and you have to keep buying the coffee pods. Or you have an inkjet printer. You buy the inkjet printer, but then you got to keep buying the ink. That's the consumables. That's where the real money is in this investment for someone considering to help me launch this product. The bowl is just the goose, and the dental treats are like the golden eggs. Every single month, they can be in an automatic order, and they buy dental treats on a monthly basis, and the client base just keeps increasing and increasing. And again, they're motivated to stay with us because we're going to offer benefits that no other dental treat on the planet can do, which means we'll have retention, and that spells growth, and that spells profit. So as you can see, this is a very wise and great investment. Thanks for listening.